Hello friends, today's topic is A Letter to God. It is written by G.L. Fuentes. About the author. The author of the story A Letter to God is G.L. Fuentes. He was one of the greatest writers of that time. He was a Mexican poet, novelist, and also a journalist. The story revolves around the idea of having unquestionable faith in God. About the lesson, the story of A Letter to God depicts an unwavering faith of a farmer in God. It begins with a farmer named Lencho spitting for a rain shower to nourish his field of corn. He is confident that his harvest is going to yield him huge profits just like it does every year. Before you read, they say faith can move mountains, but what should we put our faith in? This is the question this story difficultly poses. Lencho is a farmer who writes a letter to God when his crops are ruined, asking for 100 pesos. Does Lancho's letter reach to God? Does God send him the money? Think what your answers to these questions would be and guess how the story continues before you begin to read it. The house, the only one in the entire valley, set on the crest of a low hill. From the highest on cloud see the river and the field of ripe corn dotted with the flowers that always promised a good harvest. The only thing the earth needed was a downpour or at least a shower. Throughout the morning, Lencho, who knew his fields intimately, had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. Now we are really going to get some water, woman. The woman who was preparing supper replied, Yes, God willing. The older boys was working in the field while the smaller ones were playing nearer the house until the woman called them all. Come for dinner. It was during the meal that just as Lencho was predicted, big drop of rain began to fall. In the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. The air was fresh and sweet. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. And when he returned, he exclaimed, These are not raindrops falling from the sky, they are new coins. The big drops are 10-cent pieces and the little ones are fives. With a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flowers draped in a certain of a rain. But suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, very large hailstones began to fall. These truly did resemble new silver coins. The boys exposing themselves to the rain ran out, thus collect the frozen pears. It is really getting bad now, exclaimed the man. I hope it passes quickly. It did not pass quickly. For an hour the hail rained on the house, the garden, the hillside, cornfield, on the whole valley. The field was white. It is covered with salt. Not a leaf remained on the trees. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers were gone from the plants. Lencho's soul was filled with sadness. When the storm had passed, he stood in the middle of the field and said to his sons, A plague of locusts would have left more than this. The hail has left nothing. This year will we have no corn. That night was a sorrowful one. All our work for nothing. There's no one who can help us. We will all go hungry this year. But in the hearts of all who lived in the solitary house in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope, help from God. Don't be so upset even though this seems like a total loss. Remember, no one dies of hunger. That's what they say. No one dies of hunger. Although that night Lencho thought only of his one hope, the help of God, whose eyes as he had been instructed see everything even what is deep in one conscience. Lencho was on ox of a man, working like an animal in the fields, but still he knew how to write. The following Sunday at daybreak he begins to write a letter which he himself would carry to town and place in mail. It was nothing less than a letter to God. God, he wrote, if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. I need 100 paces in order to sow my field again. And do you live until the crop comes because the hailstorm? He wrote to God on the involved, put the letter inside, and still troubled, went to town. At the post office, he placed a stamp on the letter and dropped into the mailbox. One of the employees, who was a postman and also helped the post office, went to his boss, laughing and heartily, and showed him the letter to God. Never in his career as postman had he known the address. The postmaster, a fat, amiable fellow, also broke after laughing, but almost immediately he turned serious and tapping the letter on his desk commanded, with what faith I wish I had the faith of the man who wrote this letter. Starting was a correspondence with God. So, in order not to shake the writer's faith in God, the postmaster came up with an idea, answer the letter, but when he opened it, was evident that to answer it, he needed something more than goodwill, ink, and prepare. But he stuck to his resolution. He asked for money for him employees. He himself gave part of his salary, and several friends of his were obliged to give something for an act of charity. It was impossible for him to gather together the 100 paces, so he was able to send the farmer only a little more than half. He put the money in an envelope addressed to Lencho and with to a letter containing only a single word as a signature God. The following Sunday, Lencho came a bit earlier than usual. Asked him there was a letter for him. It was the postman himself who handed the letter to him, while the postmaster, expressing the contentment of a man who has performed a good deed, looked on the from his office. Lencho showed that his slightest surprise on seeing the money, such was the confidence, but became angry when he counted the money. God could not have made a mistake, nor could he have denied Lencho what he requested. Immediately, Lancho went up the window to ask for paper and ink. On the public writing table, cost of the effort he had to make the express his ideas. When he finished, he went to the window to buy a stamp which he licked and then affixed to invent with a blow of his fist. The moment of the letter fell into the mailbox. The postmaster went to open it. I said God of the money that I asked for only 70 pesos reached me. Send me the rest since I need it very much. But don't send it to me through the mail because the post office employees are bunch of crooks, Lencho. Thank you.